My big thing with y'all is that none of y'all will take a stand against the torture cuffs. It would be easier to detain someone just by wrapping a strap around them and tying it, and then they're just as secure.
That's above my pay grade, man. You got to talk to the big wigs who set our policies, you know what I mean?
The policy of when two guys or one person's engaged with another person, the other one can't use strikes as pain compliance, that would go a long way. I just need one of y'all to start to say, I don't agree with these. We could do this another way. In 2024, with cameras and new technology, we could strap people up a lot easier than throwing them on the ground and putting their arms behind their back. What's your name?
Jonathan.
Chille.
Nice to meet you, man.
I don't really like cops, so...
I know, man.
I don't look at you and hate your guts as a man. I can't look at another person and be like, I hate that just because he's...
You dislike the profession and what it's...
I hate it. I hate every policy you have. I hate that you do it. I hate that if one of these other guys gets me in a headlock, you'll help them without going, wait a minute, he was just talking to me.
But you know what? I seen a video of one of yours and you said if one of us were in a fight, you'd come and help us.
I would. We cannot be a lawless society.
Yeah.
We must maintain law and order.
Absolutely.
Even when you guys arrest me or cops arrest me, I have to just let you guys take me. Do I want to fight back? Sure, I want to. I could feel my little voice in my head saying, punch him in the teeth.
I get you, man.
I'm going to become the governor and I'm going to change the policies from the top down.
That's good, man.
And I'm getting more and more and more known across the country. It's not that you're born evil, Jonathan. It's that you joined an evil Death Star. You became a copper because someone bought you a bike?
Not because of that, but it's one of those, I was crushed as a little kid by somebody taking my bike. This stranger bought a bike out of his own money and bought it to me, man. And that was a huge moment for me, dude.
The good nature of another person won you over. So say, for example, right now, you pulled me over, ran my license, and I had an unpaid ticket. I said, hey, Jonathan, listen, I didn't know I had an unpaid ticket, man. Listen, I'll go down tomorrow and I'll pay it. Your job is now to arrest me and put me in torture cuffs. How can you square that you joined this and then at the same time, you know I'm a journalist, you know I'm nonviolent.
Personally, will I arrest you for a traffic violation?
Correct.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't? Do you think he was telling the truth? Do you think that he wouldn't arrest me if I got pulled over and I had a ticket?
No, there's a lot more other bad stuff going around.
You don't arrest people for traffic violations?
Were you asking me a question? Well,
That's true. I just want to make sure I'm hearing this right because this is people.
I know you're
people don't hear that.
I simply wouldn't, man. I would go more after the people who are actually victims of crime.
The criminals who steal people's bikes.
Exactly, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I like to believe that I would be that voice for that victim, that the lady who got beat up, or that kid who got beat up, raped, molested, or one of those things.
Yeah, that's what we want you guys to investigate.
After, man. If I'm going to arrest somebody over a traffic violation, it's going to be either your DUI or you killed somebody with a vehicle.
Right.
Or,
My $1 million deal, and it's actually a $1 billion deal, is the torture cuffs.
I get it, man.
Why can't we get rid of these? It's 2024.
Actually, why don't you do it right along with us?
They train these coppers to believe that we are the ones who are bad. We're evil, that grandma's going to pull out a cannon from her granny panties and kill them. Maybe Jonathan's different. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a ride along with Jonathan. You think they would set me up to get killed? Lvmpd has been known to be pretty bad. You guys going to kill me?
No, come on, man. At the end of the day, man, we're both grown-ass men. I put my pants on the same way you do every single morning, dude. I have a family, you have a family, and I'm all about it, dude. Jonathan,
let me tell you the reason I haven't done ride-alongs. I got to get in this car right here, and if I open the back seat, there's a cage in there. If you treat people like animals, they will behave like animals.
Yeah.
So if you lock someone in a cage and strap them behind the back and put a seatbelt over them, that person's losing their mind.
I get it, man.
And to me personally, to see that happen, like up close and in real life, and hear them crying about how hard the handcuffs hurt, and that they needed to go to work tomorrow, and you're gonna get me fired from my job, and then they do get fired. For me to see that and witness that, it'd be hard for me to be kind. As much as I hate cops, I would not hurt you, man.
No, and
I would not hurt you.
I like to believe the majority of the people out there are not trying to hurt us, man.
The majority of us do not want to fight the cops. I do not want to fight you at all, dude. I want to sit down and have a conversation about getting rid of the torture cuffs. But the problem is the torture cuff company has $1 billion contract.
And I'm neither in that position nor in that place.
Right, but you could be.
Oh, that'd be awesome, yeah, but I'm not. Man.
Why can't one of you guys start saying, you know what? I don't like this guy. You say, I hate Chille. He tells cops are demons. I say what I feel. But you know what? We could detain people with straps. It would be easier to detain someone just by wrapping a strap around them and tying it than trying to force their arms behind their back.
So, like, okay, for that, strapping them with a rope, that sounds more like animals.
Well, I mean, so just imagine, bro, I'm 210. I train every day. I've been training since I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
If you try to force my arms behind my back and I don't want to let you, the optics of that, on the ground, 2 or 3 cops, tasing me, punching me, the policy of when 2 guys or one person's engaged with another person, the other one can't use strikes as pain compliance, that would go a long way.
No, I get you, Chille. But I gotta go, bro. My radio's blowing up. Hey, man, I appreciate the conversation, man.
God
Thank
bless you, dude.
All right, brother, take it easy.
Stay safe tonight, all right,
Likewise,
Jonathan?
man.
I want to believe Jonathan's a good guy. I don't want to think Jonathan's an evil demon. Don't you want to believe that this is a good human being? I mean, I try to when you guys are not... Oh, you got to go away, honey? I'm so sorry. Pigtail rolls the window up on me. No delay. Pigtail she goes ahead and she rolls that window up on me. I try to come up and talk to you guys and talk to you like human beings when there's no action going on.
Right on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
I hate cops, but I don't hate you as a human. I always just want to talk to you guys, man. My name's Chille. What's your name?
Officer Alves.
Alves? Nice to meet you, Alves. My pleasure. He says Alves, and I mess up later and call him Alvarez. I didn't mean to. Sorry about that, Alves. I didn't mean to call you the wrong name. It wasn't intentional. My big thing with y'all is that none of y'all will take a stand against the torture cuffs, because torture cuffs are always torture. If you put me in torture cuffs, I'm being tortured immediately, no matter how soft you put them on.
What do you mean by torture?
When if you put those behind my back, my shoulders don't go like that.
Like handcuffs, you mean?
Yeah, they're
gotcha. You call them torture cuffs?
The whole internet does.
Oh, okay.
And I just wonder if someone in your department will sooner or later take a stand and say, we could strap people in the front with a belt and then they're just as secure.
I mean, that's above my pay grade, man. You got to talk to the bigwigs who set our policies, you know what I mean?
You know how many times I hear that? Who's the bigwigs then? Is it the chief or the governor?
The sheriff.
The sheriff sets the
sheriff
policy?
or one of his, the assistant sheriff.
So the sheriff sets the I'll call them what you call them, handcuff policy. I mean, Alvarez, if on your time off we put you in those cuffs for 20 minutes, you might have a different perspective. I know a lot of Lvmpd cops. I'm suing you guys for $5 million right now. Court case another 2 weeks. I just need one of y'all to start to say, I don't agree with these. We could do this another way. In 2024, with cameras and new technology, we could strap people up a lot easier than throwing them on the ground and putting their arms behind their back. I just want one of y'all to start saying it.
Like I said, man, you got to talk to the bigwigs about that, man. Get people together, and if that's something you guys feel passionately about,
the whole internet.
That's something you got to lobby for. You know what I'm saying?
Haven't you seen the internet torture cuffs? How many people say torture cuffs?
I'll be honest, I've never heard that term.
You've never heard torture cuffs? If one of y'all spoke up about the handcuffs and changing a man, I'll tell you, I would grow a lot of respect for you guys.
Listen, dude, just lobby, get your people together, and
be safe tonight, man. I don't wish you harm. Good luck.
All right, appreciate it.
Take care. As long as we continue to allow cops to torture people, we're never going to be free. If you commit a crime and before you're sentenced for the crime or tried for the crime, if you're put in torture cuffs and taken to a dungeon, that's not freedom. And for some reason, well, because of slavery, we've lost our way. We now allow cops to put us in torture cuffs just so they feel safe. And that's my biggest problem with the policing industry at this exact moment. Because when someone goes to the dungeon for 5 years, they get out. Who are they worse for? You and me and society. They're not worse for the elites. They want us fighting amongst each other. They want your family member 5 years behind. When they're in their human form just sitting around here, I want to try to find the good in them and hope that they can be touched by God and really try to make change within the police department. And that's what I'm optimistic for. I don't think it'll happen. I think I have to become governor and then tell the sheriff the new policy. And if he doesn't like it, then we go to war. Politically. All right, I'm gonna get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.